Hello and welcome back to Sweden. We have had a terrible hot day today and I haven't done almost anything on the whole day. Now it's a little bit cooler and I got some energy, so let's see if we can at least put together the pages for these two journals. I have a bunch of paper beside me that we are going to choose from. So let's start and see where we end up. So this is going to be a little journal, not so overly big, but still usable and cute. A little bit in the neutral white kind of colors. And this one is going to be more colorful and with the focus on flowers. So let's put these aside and do a couple of piles with the papers that we think that will go with the journals. I have coffee dyed these just a few minutes ago. I quickly did them on my counter in the kitchen and dried them with my iron. I was low in stock of just some simple coffee paper. So I did some different. This is with coffee that is right from the pan, and these one are more diluted with water. So I'm not sure yet what to use. But I want these for the white journal, so we can do embroidery and maybe print something with old letters or a little bit more romantic. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 of these is going to go with the white one. And let's take the rest for the flowery one. 4, 5, 6, 7. I think I will have about 10 papers that we will fold in double, so we get the double amount of pages. And in the flowery one I want 3 signatures with 10 to 12 papers. So this one will be getting full quickly, but we need a lot of paper for the bigger one. So let's start from the beginning and see what we have. This is a double-sided with flowers and light, so this will go in the white romantic one. And I think the same with this one, with monograms and some script. How many did I have? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. This one I'm not sure. I like this old-fashioned pattern, but I don't think it will go in any of them as I want. And this one is a bit tricky. I have copied it upside down. So I think I will just cut out this one and use this on top of another paper. French letters. Tailor-made journals have those. And this is also something that could go in that one. This is a little bit more colorful. So let's take that to the flower journal. And this one was wrong printed. This goes for that one, and this is one for the flower journal, I think. We can use that as one of the background pages. Too much print on that one. And this is also, let's take it there for now. Put that there. This is one-sided, a bit romantic, so let's put that to the white one first. I have used my own papers and laces and old glasses and then put on some pictures. Maybe that could go for the flower journal. And that one. Too strong. This will definitely go to the flower journal. This is a letter, go to that one. Leaves. Background page I have made. Can go to the light one. It's a lot of pages for the light one. That I'm not sure. And this was the same as that one. Maybe we should use this instead, that is double-sided. This one is already filled up to the limit. Some nature and monograms. Put it there in case. And this is a white handmade, goes to the white. And these are just coffee dyed. One-sided. One of my own prints. Put it there for now. Nature can go to nature flower journal. This is also a light one. This is not so fun to look at, but maybe you can learn. Okay. Let's see how many we have. 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 16, 17, 19, 20. We have 40 paper here, so that will be more than enough. So we have to choose from, and then I think we have to narrow this down. Maybe this is a bit thick for that small one, but some flowers, even if it's white. Eight. That one we already have, then we can take that away. Let's take this one that is double-sided. Two more. I think I want one of those. And maybe that one. For now, at least. Can add a couple of white ones in case we change our mind. Okay, so now you have seen the variety of paper that I use. Now I'm going to cut these to size and make bundles of them, signatures, and sew them into the journals. And I don't think that that's interesting maybe to see. So I'm going to cut this out, and then I will be back to show you how I plan to put them in. So the signature is done and put together, and it's a variety of all the paper that we picked out. So these are going into this one. So I'm going to sew in those, and the other one have also all these different papers, and this time I'm going to sew them in before I do any decorations. Sometimes I do them when I have the signature loose, but this time, to make it simple as a tutorial, I'm going to show you that it's a nice way to do it by sewing it in directly. So let's do some measurements. On this one that we have 3, we need to find, when you do like this, you need to find the middle. I'm using centimeters and this is 6 centimeters, so 3 is in the middle. And then I don't want them to be so far away and so near this edge, so I'm going to take them 1.5 centimeter from the one in the middle. So here is where the 3 signature is going to be. So then I'm doing the same thing about 2 centimeters down. So 3, no, 1.5 and 4.5. And the same down here. 3, 1.5 and 4.5. So hopefully this will be now like a line. If I do like this. Like that. And you can, of course, if you like to do, I have 20 here, so 10 is the middle. So then you can do like this and you get a cross where you're going to put your, and the same on this one. If you want to do the measurements, let's put it on 2.5. Just because it's nice to have it. It looks nice on the back. And then I'm taking my owl and make a hole. And the last 3. Like that. Just doing them a little bit bigger so I'm sure that I can see them from both sides. That will work. And I'm going to do the same with these ones, and I have a few pieces that are smaller than the rest, so make sure that you put that piece up or down, not in the middle, because then it will be sewn just in the middle and it will move. So make sure that you have it up or down, you can choose. And then put a little clip on it so they stay in place while you are doing your measurements. Like that. And then I'm just taking my signature, making sure that this is up and this is up. And I'm going to put them where I want them, and I'm going to do a little mark. Like that, so we can see where the holes will go. And this will be number 2. Making sure the small pieces are where we want them. And I think I'm going to put the clamp on this side where I have the small papers. And they are differences in the sizes, and I like that. So some of them will stick out and some will be smaller, but I think that's just cute. So the 3 signatures like this, and then we are just going to do the holes and sew them in. So let's do the same with these ones. So checking so I don't have any of the papers that are too small. This one was a little short, so I'm going to put that down. This will be safe and this will be safe, so like that. And then we can do the same on this one. And this was 22, so 11 will be the middle. And then I'm going, I think I will go 8 centimeters down. Like that. And then I'm doing a cross so I know where the middle is. Taking my signature, checking what's up and what's down. And the same on this one, so I know this is up before I put it down and do the mark. Even if they should be where they are marked, they sometimes I just do it on feeling, and then it's important to make sure that you put the right signature on the right spot, and then they will be in the right place when you have sewn them in. Now we're doing junk journals, so we don't need to be afraid a millimeter and on the wrong way isn't so big thing. And as this is a very small journal, you can do just do a knot and use a seam binding or something to put the journal signature in case you want to reuse it. But I'm going to sew it in. So then you can take it away and put in new papers if you would like to, but then you have to sew them in again. But I want them sewn in, so I'm sure they are in place where I want them. So I'm sewing this in, and then I will be back to show you how it looks, and then they will be ready for start working in. So I'm back, and the signature is sewn in. So now we can start to see that it actually looks like journals. And this one, all three in sewn. And as you can see that the papers are different in size and in length, but I think that's cute. I have someone that it's peeking out a little bit like that, but that's okay for me. So 3 signatures and a lot of flowery things. And the first thing I'm going to do now is to put a piece of textile over this sewn knots, so that I'm sure that it will stay in place and the knots won't go anywhere. So let's do that. And I'm just going to take a piece of textile. You can use paper if you prefer that, but I think that textile is both cute and strong and decorative. So I'm just putting down glue on the little knot, and then I'm just gluing these down. And then I'm taking my piece of textile, going to check so I get it in the middle, and then I can glue a bit more. And all the way to the top. And when you do this, make sure that you don't press the book together right away, because then these two can glue together and you won't get your page open. It will kind of glue it together. So when you do this, make sure that you maybe do like this, put a pen, if you're going to glue several at the same time. I have done this before and had to take the journal apart because the pages was totally glued together and I couldn't move it. That wasn't so fun. It was too properly done that time. So doing the same, making sure I get it in the middle, and then I can put on some more glue. If you think it's easier, you can put the glue on the piece of textile. Then I'm squeezing around this knot, so I'm sure that that is secured. And the last one. Textile. Let's see if I have any thing that it's a bit stronger. I had silk and that's a bit too thin. And then leave this open for a while so this can dry without getting stuck. And then this one. And squeeze around the knot properly. Okay. So we are on the go. Now the fun can begin with all the decoration and painting and sewing. I can show you these textile pieces that I decorated out in my trailer. I did a lot of them. That was fun. They are so cute and nice to use. You can use them as labels or just as decoration and embroider something on them. Put them on pockets. Little embroidery, and I actually put like this. I put gesso on it, and that way the color didn't go all the way in. So I did the same on this one. Put gesso on the small berries. I want them to be white. This one is also gessoed, and this is the side where I put the gesso, and it's really beautiful on the other side where the white is still seen. Some splatter, some roses. This is so fun to do, and you don't need to think so much. Only thing you need to be careful when you put on the color, because it wanders, so you don't put too much water on it, because then it will cover up everything. This is also gesso on this side, and then it looks very nice on the other side. And I used a waterproof pen and just did some scribbling with flowers and leaves, and then filled it up with watercolor. This one I tried that gesso thing again, so I put gesso on the white petals, and then when I put the blue in the middle it was a bit bleeding there, but I don't think that matters. And then just some dabbing with colors. And here we also have gesso on one side, and then you can see like white petals on this side. So then you can just do like kind of flowers and use these white dots as petals on the flowers. And you can just do mark making, just do some patterns, and it will be so fun to put in your journals as small decorations. And like these leaves, you can of course cut them out, so you can just use them as the decoration itself. And that makes a really nice decoration in the journal. Makes it a bit special when it's textile. I love to feel and touch my journals, and then I can kind of put this on a journal page as a really cute decoration. Like that. This is another journal that I have been working on for a while now. So I'm going to decorate it on both sides. I have forgot about it, so I found it the other day, so this is also something that we can work with later on. That's fun. Where was I? In the flowers. The same with this, you can do big flowers and then cut them out from the textile and just put them in, like I did with the one I did in paper that I'm going to cut out and use in my journal in the flower journal. Something like that. And then you can of course put in more color if you would like to. So that's the tip. So these are really fun to do with your textile scraps. And this is just white textile that I'm painting with watercolor and some gesso, so nothing fancy. But so fun and relaxing to do. You don't need to think so much, and if there is a pattern that isn't looking like anything, you can just leave it as it is, or use your imagination and make this into flowers and this into leaves. It doesn't need to be difficult. You can just scribble a rose. And give it a couple of leaves. Let the green just be floating. This can be a bud that is beside the little rose. Like you're seeing it from the side. Or just leave it and use your imagination and use it as it is. You can choose if you like this side or that side. This is the one with gesso on, and this is without gesso, or the back side, so you don't see the gesso. So that's a little tip to use up your scraps. Thank you so much for watching, and I would really appreciate a thumbs up and a subscription if you want to see more of my art. So have a nice evening, and see you soon again. Bye bye.